Alright guys, let's go ahead and let's get going to work. We have to be there at 7:30. And it is 6:30 right now. It's a beautiful sky. Let's get going. And there's like a mist in the air too right now. Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 28th. And we are 2 days into my 2-week notice. And on top of that, you will notice I'm wearing a health and safety vest. And I am not wearing my normal outfit. Instead,
like and subscribe.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 28th, and we are 2 days into our 2-week notice now. Now you will notice I am wearing a health and safety vest, which is the reflective vest, and on top of that, I am not wearing my normal outfit. Instead, I am wearing the Citywalk polo that has the imprinted shield on it. So yes, and also the black pants too to go with it. So here's the deal. I am going to be doing Citywalk training today. And for the next few days, I'm going to be doing resort training. Some of it will be in the garage, other part will be in Citywalk, and then also classroom stuff too. Honestly, the only thing I feel bad about is that in 2 weeks I'm not going to be with them anymore, but at the same time, I'm still taking up the trainer's time. That I do feel bad about. But as my supervisors have told me, trying to get me into a different position, like a location, would be quite difficult. Now, on top of all that, yes, I am fighting the cold right now. So yes, I have all this stuff going on right now. But let's get over to work. Let's make today a great day. Or as good as can be. Let's just get going. Yeah. I know. Right, it is now 7:09. I just had a long talk with Tiffany on the phone, which was really good. But now it is time to get into work. And we will see how everything goes today. Let's get going. Alright guys, it is 4:25 and I am now out of work. Today was a lot of walking. I mean that. Let me see here. How many steps did I do today? $8,581. Distance 4.18 miles. 2 flights of stairs climbed. But anyway, so here's the deal. Today, I was on Walker 1 training. And basically what that means is that you are just covering the perimeter and walking the inside of Citywalk. Honestly, it was actually pretty fun with the gentleman that I was with today, Frank. I absolutely loved it. He was really knowledgeable about the history of Citywalk, as he was actually the first Citywalk security officer here. So yes, that was really cool too. Now, I was supposed to be on the training schedule for the rest of my period here. However, what they have done is they went ahead and they took me off of the training schedule and put me just the screening shifts, like I suggested originally. So that's really awesome of them. That way that I'm not taking up the time of a trainer, and I can actually do something that I'm really productive in already. So that's great. Now, the other part is tomorrow I was supposed to come in at 5:45 in the morning, and then I would have gotten out at 2:30. So what we ended up doing is we were talking to them, Frank and I, and asked them, can I come in at a more appropriate time for Hub CIC screening? And they agreed to that too. So I'll come in tomorrow at 6:30 and be done at 3 o'clock. So that works out really good. But overall, this transition is going really well. And honestly, I can't wait to go ahead and get into more substitute teaching. And not to mention, because I am doing this the right way, if a universal position opened up that actually was something more up my alley, okay, then I could actually reapply for it. So that is the good part and how I am going about this, and not just going, see ya, I'm done, here's my uniform, send me my last pay. No, that's the wrong way to do it. I believe in 2-week notice. There we go. Not to mention it allows you to clear up any loose ends as such as well. Besides, when I can, I want to leave a company on the best standards that I can. Because in the future, you never know what you're going to need. So, that's why it's better not to shut a door and always keep it propped open. I'm not saying that security is something I would go back to. But what I am saying is that there are other things that I would be willing to try. Merchandise, guest service, stuff like that. I would be more interested in trying. Of course, getting to work at ET and attractions on the inside. Now that would be super awesome. But you see what I mean? There's so much other stuff that's available. But I just have to wait for it to be open. And once it is, then I can talk with them. And then we can go from there. But right now, I want to focus on the substitute teaching. I want to focus on my Valencia meeting. And I want to focus on everything else like that. Because really, the future is what I'm looking at, not the current. And that's the important part to it. Right now, in my current state, I'm just trying to get over this freaking cold, because really, this thing has been so horrible today, all day. I've been having to go over to the restroom quite a bit to get some toilet paper to blow my nose quick. It has not been the best, trust me. Also, yeah, they don't have 4-ply or 2-ply, so yeah, it hasn't been that great. But right now, let's just go ahead. Let's get going home to Tiff. We gotta figure out dinner. And I think I know exactly what I want. I wouldn't mind a nice grilled sandwich by Tiff with some tomato soup and some saltine crackers and a ginger ale right about now. In fact,
Like and subscribe.
Hey.
hi. So, do you know what we're doing for dinner?
No.
I am having a grilled sandwich by you. I am also going to have a can of soup, and I'm having some saltine crackers.
Grilled salmon?
Sandwich.
Oh, a sandwich. Oh, okay.
Yes, and I'm having a ginger ale to go with it.
Okay.
My go-to when I'm truly sick as heck.
You know what? That sounds fine.
And I am at that point right now. My voice is almost shot. My nasal passage feels like it's inflamed to heck. And off and on, my head has been killing me today.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I am going to let you guys go now, so that way I can have some more time with Tiff. But yeah, let's get home to a gorgeous girl. Should I make her sick next? Nah, she doesn't deserve the torture. Or does she?
Very funny.
No, she doesn't. Yeah, I could always just be your Uber.
Yeah. It feels like you are.
I'll save my kiss on the lips, my one for later when it actually is worth more.
Yeah.
Give me that head though. Oh, you give good head.
Okay.
Alright guys, so now we are going over to Publix to get dinner. And me a ginger ale. Yes, I'm gonna drink one soda only because it's ginger ale. And I've always had it ever since I was a kid whenever I was sick feeling.
Sip. Do you want
You sound like you're from Oliver's Twist. Say, please, may I have soup?
I thought he said, may I please have some more?
Yeah, I know, but...
Okay. Alright, let's get going so you can eat.
That's what I say whenever I want more kisses.
Holy crap.
Please, can I have some more?
Yeah. It's much later than I thought.
Yes. Let's get going.
Yep.
One of us is starving.
Yeah.
The other is just hungry.
I got a headache.
You pick which one is starving, which one is just hungry.
Alright, let's go.
Yes, let's get going. You're the best.
Oh my god, right?
If you had milk, it would come out your nose.
Yeah, it would.
Let's get going.
Yeah.
And by the way, until I am fully better and over this, no, I am not taking any substitute jobs for the weekend Well, for Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, because God only knows what the heck you have.
Exactly. Let's get going.
Poor thing. You were getting way more sicker often than you should.
Yes. All right. Let's go into Publix and let's get our dinner. It has been a long enough day. Definitely. And Nature's Own Bread is buy one, get one free, so.
A whole grain.
You always want to ruin everything.
And whole wheat. It's up to you if you want that.
Actually, you know what? You can get whatever bread you want. Don't even bother with the whole wheat. Get whatever you want. Because I know what I'm going with. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, you're gonna go with that one? Okay.
It's the soft one.
There we go. Whole grain, butter, meat. Look at that. Rose makes tomato basil. You know what? I am willing to give them a shot for tonight. And save my one in the pouch for another night. There we go. Butternut squash, really?
Although I like the autumn squash from the other one, but this one will do fine.
Do you want the Panera one?
Yeah, let me check to see if that one actually is okay.
Well, why don't you bring that one with for now, just in case. I think instead I'm just gonna get 2 Panera creamy tomatoes. Put one away for another time. There we go. Unless Tiff wants something.
No.
But, alright. Done. I'll go and just do that. 2 of these. No, it's not hot coffee or hot tea. It's actually just a mix of sweet tea and lemonade for now. Anyway, guys, it is now 6:11, and it is time to end the day. Truthfully, today has been a lot of walking. Also, my cold, I think, has gotten worse. But I stuck it out. I did what I had to. I went in, and honestly, I went in with a good attitude about it too, because that's what I'm going to do every day for the next 2 weeks, is go in with a good attitude, knowing that I'm putting my best foot forward. And this way, that if something ever opened up that I was truly interested in, like with a passion, then yeah, I could actually come back. And that's the thing that I was trying to drive home earlier. Don't leave a place on a bad note if you can avoid it. Always try to leave with 2 weeks notice, and also with a positive notation. And the reason why is because you never know what door you're going to need left open. You never know who you'll need a reference from. That kind of stuff. I know a lot of the newer people, the younger ones, are saying, well, they don't have to give me 2 weeks to fire me, so why should I give them 2 weeks notice that I'm going to quit? Fair enough. But from my time period, okay, it was a proper etiquette that you did. Because it showed a couple things. One, that you were going to give them enough time to get you off of the schedule. That was the first thing. Okay? And number 2, it showed you're reliable too. And let's just say, the company that you work for now, and I'm not saying this about Universal, okay, so please don't take it that way. All right? Let's say you worked for Jim Bob's Pizzeria. And Jim Bob, if you own a pizzeria, I'm sorry. And the owner, Kevin, is horrible. He is the rudest, most horrible person you can imagine. But you have a manager, Maria or Mary or anyone, who's super awesome with you, okay? And respected you, and you work together very well, okay? But Maria, Mary, or whatever decides she is done with that place. So she goes off and gets into a better place at, let's just say, Joey Jim's Pizzeria. An amazing pizzeria that's perfectly done and has a great ownership and perfect culture. Well, if you really just up and quit with the previous one, Maria or Mary or whatever is not going to want to take you at the new place that she's at that's really good. And the reason why is because you proved that you weren't reliable. And that's the thing, okay, that I've learned about a lot of small businesses and some larger ones too. Reliability, punctuality are very important. Reliability. Are you reliable? Will you show up to your job assignment? Okay? More importantly, are you punctual? Are you going to show up 5 minutes before? Are you clocking in 10 minutes late every day? You know? These are key things that a lot of the companies are going to be looking at. No, yeah, you're going to have some of your companies that will just say, all right, you got a heartbeat. We'll hire you. You're good. But you got a lot of other ones that they're not going to be as open like that to just welcome in anybody and then tossing out the rest. More so, those are usually your sales jobs from what I have seen in my personal experience, whether it was Westgate Resort, which is basically a resort company that sells you timeshare. Ugh, I know. Yeah, I considered doing that for a little bit back when I was younger, after Lil was born and I moved back up here to the highway. But anyway, reliability, punctuality, and finally, the most probably important, presentation. How you present yourself. How you show up with a positive attitude, a good outlook, and at the same time, your cleanliness too. That all matters. It really does. Now, I know what you're going to say. Positive outlook, Ryan, you've been on here and you've been complaining about your emotional mental drain. Yeah, but you know what? I'll tell you something. When I step foot out of that car in the morning, I leave all that drain behind. And what I do is I put on a good face. I go there. I welcome in those guests. I have fun with them. And I make sure that they have the best day. Because really, that's what we are there for. We're there to make sure they have the best day. Now, I know your next little damn, well, don't you matter? Yeah. And if you realize it's not making you happy doing it, if you realize that it's not what you have a passion for, then start looking elsewhere while you're already employed. And then your new employer, hey, when can you start? Hi, Mr. Jimmy. Yes, I can actually start in 2 weeks. After I give my current job a 2-week notice. Alright, perfect. Now, what you just did is you showed your new employer that 1, you're reliable, and 2, you're going to be a good employee if you're treated right. That's for sure. These are just some of the things I learned from over the years. Now keep in mind, my last 2 jobs, okay? If you really want to call it a job, when I worked for that small Vermont company, Me and the owner, we just didn't see eye to eye at all. And honestly, it was a scam of what he was doing with me. You know, paying me that little tiny bit. And at the same time, my job was to get clients. But any new leads wouldn't go to me, they would go to him. Instead, I had to work on the old dead leads. So, yeah. And as you know, once a company says, no, we're not going to work with you, yeah, they've already moved on. You're out of the bidding war. You know, I know that business. Sorry, Frontline keeps going off for new opportunities. And truthfully, with my dealer IT job with Spectrio, man, I love that. And I have nothing bad to say about Spectrio or dealer IT at all. Because really, I understood that if it wasn't profitable enough, then yeah, one little bad move could easily break it entirely. One more dealership group leaving or something could easily break it. So there's that right there. But yeah, I try to leave places when I can on a good solid ground. Because really, it's important too. You never know who you're gonna need in the future. And with that, guys, I hope you have a good night's sleep. Tomorrow we are 6:30 to 3, so that'll be cool. But I'll see you tomorrow morning. For now, I'm gonna enjoy some tea, watch some YouTube videos while Tiffany's making dinner. And then after I eat, take some more medicine, and hopefully by Friday this will be flushed out of my system. That's my goal. But for now, good night.
But I know we won't get